Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. As you can see guys, I'm out and about in the coast today. I'm just by Cullercoats, there's a dog there, as you can see in the background. Day off works today, so I fancied having a bit of a trip out to the coast. Been at Whitley Bay and now in Cullercoats, heading into Tynemouth, although I'm not going to go to Tynemouth today. I've just thought I'd stick with Cullercoats. But yeah guys, day off work, so I fancied going out to the coast. So yep, I'm gonna find a cafe, have a nice cup of hot chocolate, you know, the beverage and something. It could be anything, you know. So yeah, got some footage of my time out in the coast this morning, heading into afternoon, and then guys, gonna head back to sunny Blyth, although I don't think it's too sunny today. And then I'm gonna show you guys what has made inroads into the Sammy G Blu-ray collection. I'll see you shortly, and here is some footage to show you guys. So yeah, guys, as you could see, I had a really good time in Cullercoats. I went to Whitley Bay for a good a couple of hours. I did looked at a few charity shops. I looked around the coast as well, and went on the bus over to Cullercoats. I think I was there for a good couple of hours as well, to come to think of it. But I went to a nice cafe there. Yeah, really enjoyed my time over in Whitley Bay and Cullercoats. I'm back at work tomorrow, guys, so I just thought I would have a nice chilled morning in the northeast, go to the coast, and then come back here and do this brand new haul video. Now, this isn't going to be the Glasgow haul video, guys. I might do that possibly this or next week. We'll have to see how we go with that one. But I do like, obviously, to mix up with my content as well. But, guys, I've got to say, since returning from my physical media buying break, I have bought a lot and lots of titles off eBay. I think near all of these titles, guys, are going to be all eBay galore here, all eBay deliveries, the whole shebang. I'm back indoors now, and yep, looking forward to showing you guys what has made inroads into the Sammy G collection, looking forward to showing my latest editions, as well as doing my Glasgow haul video in due course there. So grab yourself a cuppa or a hot chocolate or a beverage of your choice, and let's get on with it. Let's get on with the show. Come on, roll the credits. Let's go.
Blu-Ray stacking up, yeah, the collection grows. Singing like nobody's watching, let the good times flow. Movies on repeat, yeah, he living that life. Great guy, big heart, yeah, he doing it right. Screen light glowing while the speakers bang. Sammy G vibing to the scenes and the frames. Love for the art, yeah, the passion stay true. From the first press play to the end credits roll.
So guys, yeah, like I say, these are all, I don't think there's any 4K in this video, yeah, all Blu-ray galore, which, to be honest, Blu-ray is just good enough for me. You know, there's a lot of these movies I know they've had 4K releases, but I'm just happy to have them on second division quality, if that makes sense. So the first one we've got, guys, and yep, just going to get right off the bat now, and this was about $3.99, brand new and sealed off eBay. A film I've not seen probably since my teens. You know, I was probably about 2009, 2010 when I last watched this, and obviously 2009 was when I was really getting into film, and obviously it was like films like Forrest Gump and that really kind of changed my look on film. But also I was starting to slowly watch a couple of like American comedies at that time, and that is Licensed to Wed with Robin Williams, Mandy Moore and John Krasinski. I've got to say, I completely forgot Jim was in this film, to be honest, but yeah, I can remember this being a delightful little, rom-com, this one. Like, I think a guy, he's got a, he wants to try and pass his driving test, I think, in the lead up towards, like, this wedding. And Robin Williams, yeah, plays this priest. He's also a driving lesson instructor. But yeah, do remember quite liking that one. But like I say, guys, I'm just a sucker for these American comedies, rom-coms. Really got back into them again, like the last year or something. So that is Licensed to Wed. Then this one I did order off CX website. I took a little bit of a chance on this one, and I've got to say, guys, I was a little bit bummed out by this version coming up on my doorstep, because it is a fucking cover reprint. Oh yay! Wasn't very pleased about that. So yeah, taking Woodstock anyway, the film from Anne Lee. And like I say, guys, I didn't pay an arm and a leg for this. It was just under £5, but yeah, I would have preferred it with its original cover there. So if I do see another copy in the wild, it's a decent price. I will replace that with this, but this will do for now anyway. And just another one of these films from a music-related Blu-ray collection. I've not seen this yet, but from Anne Lee, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in there, Eugene Levy as well, so Emily Hursk, so quite a good cast of that one. That's taken Woodstock. You got the... Yeah, you still got the Blu-ray disc in there, which is still good, I guess. Now, this is a bit of a rarer Blu-ray, but yeah, there wasn't that many listings of this one, to be fair. So, saw it for about £15, which is the price of what it would have been when it came out originally anyway. And I thought, do you know what, sod it. It's another one for my music-related collection. I haven't actually seen this one yet, but absolutely loved the James Brown biopic with Chadwick Boseman, and I've heard really good things about this one, about Ray Charles, and this is winner of 2 Academy Awards, and yeah, that is Ray with Jamie Foxx. I've heard this is a fantastic biopic about Ray Charles there. Was super impressed with the James Brown biopic Get On Up, so looking forward to checking that one out. And that is the DVD cover that I remember back in the day. So yeah, really good to get that one on Blu-ray, because it is quite a rare Blu-ray title. But I'm just a sucker for my music biopics, and as I say, guys, I probably should have just got a DVD for pennies, but it's a title I know for sure I'm going to really enjoy. So that is Ray Charles, the biopic. And yes, here we go again. A couple of American comedies from my collection, one of which was recommended by Ash at Popcorn and Horror, and the other one Ollie's spoken about fairly recently. So yep, it was a good reminder that I needed these as part of my American comedy Blu-ray collection. Got this with a nice slipcover as well, although the movie itself is really good fun. I think set in the 80s, and that is Hot Tub Time Machine. Really enjoyed this one. I think I watched it like on a Film 4 or something, like about 10, 11 years ago. Probably over 10 years ago I watched this. And yeah, just remember having such a fun time with it. Chevy Chase makes an appearance. Crispin Glover, Clark Duke, Craig Robinson. So John Cusack, I think this is one of John Cusack's last comedy roles as well. But yeah, really enjoyed this one, and a good friendship comedy as well. So just a bit of a throwback to something like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So really enjoyable one, that one. That's Hot Tub Time Machine. And this one I've not seen, but Ash did really talk quite highly of this one. And the Farley brothers, obviously, There's Something About Mary, Me, Myself and Irene, Dumb and Dumber, those films I've been really impressed by. The Heartbreak Kids films, really cool as well. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out at some point. And that is Whole Pass with Owen Wilson. Obviously, Owen Wilson was starring in a lot of these American comedies in the 2000s, and Jason Sudeikis in Horrible Bosses. So yeah, this is meant to be a good, I think, comedy film about these two guys, and they realise they're just all grown up, but then they have this night out. It's just all good old times, and they start to go on this crazy, bewildering night out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that one a first time watch. I think I paid about £3 or something like that off eBay, so was happy with that one. Whole Pass. I am trying to focus on many films I've seen, but yet to add them to my Blu-ray collection. So I'm glad to say folks, I think near all of these films here I've actually seen, but just been meaning to add on Blu-ray for the longest time. So really glad to get a lot of these on Blu-ray at long last, because it's just been long overdue. So first one we've got is the film Her from 2013 with Joaquin Phoenix. Great film is Her. About this guy who works for like this, I think like this office block, this tech company, forms a bit of a relationship with this like AI, this computer, Spike Jonze, who I think directed Adaptation with Nick Cage, also starring Amy Adams, Rooney Mara, Olivia Wilde and Scarlett Johansson. I think you've also got an appearance from Chris Pratt in there as well. So really enjoyable, but I've only seen it the once about over 5-6 years ago. Arcade Fire do the music for this as well, and Arcade Fire are one of my favourite ever bands. Seen them twice live, both brilliant times that I saw them. So that's the film Her. A film that I literally watched for the first time over the weekend, and I loved this film. This was fantastic, but just heartbreaking as well. With just what goes on in this film is flipping devastating. And, you know, the knowing that something like this could have happened in real life, it's very scary, but it's a really good, impactful, powerful film set in the Second World War, and that is Atonement with James McAvoy and Keira Knightley. Young Saoirse Ronan, Benedict Cumberbatch is in there. Fantastic drama, this one, guys. Really good film, which I did speak more about in my March 2026 Watches Part 1 video. So there's that one, Atonement. And yeah, the acting, cinematography is stunning in this film. And yeah, just again, it's really flipping tragic, the knowing of what is to come in this film later on. It's really good though. And I got that from CX's website for about under £7, because it's quite a rare Blu-ray for Atonement. Absolutely love this film, guys, and I'm quite surprised it's taken me this long to finally get it on Blu-ray, but I think I was seeing it was starting to go out of print, so I saw it for about £8-9 with postage off eBay, and I had to bite the bullet and take a chance on getting this one, and that is Brokeback Mountain. Fantastic LGBT drama, really good, about these two cowboys. They go to this mountainside to do some work there, I think during one spring, summer, and they start to fall for one another. You see how that kind of affects them when they're distant from one another, and it's a really good, beautiful movie, this, guys. Pretty powerful, really emotional. What this one, I watched this for the first time about, I think it was about over 10 years ago. I think it was about, maybe it's about, I don't know, I think it was about 12 or 13 years ago, something like that anyway. And I love this film. This is fantastic. Really good film, that one. Brokeback Mountain. Heath Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal, Anna Hathaway, Michelle Williams. Just an absolutely fantastic cast. One I'm well overdue a rewatch of as well. Then, guys, yeah, just focusing on movies. A lot of movies I've already seen, but just yet to own them on Blu-ray. And this is one of my favourite films ever. Again, around a time when I was really starting to discover and delve into the drama genre. And before going into high school, I was really, you know, fallen in love with film. Like I was really discovering a lot of film that I never stumbled upon before. It was that year where I was really starting to delve further and further into film and a wide range of films. Around 2009, when I was like 11 years old, heading from primary to into high school, and this was one of those films, and that is Kramer versus Kramer. Absolutely love and adore Kramer versus Kramer. Seen it countless times, but never owned it on Blu-ray, so I just needed to watch this film in the best lights possible. And I'm really looking forward to watching the Blu-ray transfer on this. I know it's going to be immaculate because a lot of these Sony classics, the Blu-ray transfers have been impeccable, stunning. And yeah, again, such a beautiful, powerful film about a couple that are going into being distant and divorced from one another, separated, and how it affects their child as well. And Billy, this is a really good movie. Love the New York setting to this one, pardon me, and got a good winnery setting based off the book. I must read the book at some point. Directed by Robert Benson. So yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Kramer versus Kramer. I love the music in that one as well. Beautiful movie. Then I ordered this off CEX. I think was just under £13 in total. Again, a Blu-ray that I think is starting to go out of print now. So I wanted to jump on this quite quick, and seen this the once about 5-6 years ago, and I remember loving this film. Really good, really enjoyed this. And I think you've got an early appearance from Philip Seymour Hoffman in this film. You've got Al Pacino and Chris O'Donnell, who's actually likeable in this film, unlike when he played Robin in obviously both the Joel Schumacher Batman movies, where that version of Robin is a little bit of an arsehole, but he's actually, you know, pretty likeable in this film. And music by Thomas Newman. I do remember this being a really good, like, road trip film, and someone that's looking after a ex-lieutenant who is blind, and the guy looks after him. They go on a road trip. Really good movie, this one, Scent of a Woman. I'm sure I couldn't fault the scent of Margot Robbie. Woof, indeed. But really good film, that one. Scent of a Woman. Al Pacino's just fantastic as well. A film I've only seen the once, and it was years ago, guys. We're talking 16, 17 years ago. I remember being sat down in the sitting room, the living room, and I watched this, I think, on DVD or VHS. Again, 2009, where I was discovering a lot of films for the first time and properly getting into film. And and this was one of them as well. And that is, yeah, I think this has had a 4K release, but was just happy with the Blu-ray for this one personally. And that is The Fugitive. I remember being on a live stream last year, and I think AP, the Movie Cheer podcast, brilliant chap in the film community, he watched this. I think it might have been for the first time last year, and he fell in love with it. And yeah, it was just a great reminder that I haven't seen this for so long. Been meaning to add it to my Blu-ray collection for the longest time. So yeah, that is the Fugitive, a great kind of thriller. And yeah, about someone who's being framed for murder, and he's on the run at Harrison Ford. And you've also got Tommy Lee Jones as, I think, as the villain in there. Joe Pantoliano, directed by Andrew Davis. So yeah, really good film, that one. The Fugitive. I think I got that for about £5-6 off eBay for that. A film I've only seen the once, about, again, probably, it could have been over 10 years ago now. And again, I think this one's had a 4K release, but the Blu-ray just, like, easy does it for me. And about, I think it was just over £3 off eBay. So I thought, yeah, let's get on with this. Onto this, sorry. And that is Shutter Island. Again, brilliant, surreal, dark film. From Martin Scorsese, who's one of my favourite directors. So I had to get this because it was missing from the Scorsese Blu-ray collection. And remember, absolutely loving this, but very dark and surreal. That ending, there's a lot to process from that ending. And Leo, again, gives 110% to his leading performance in there. Emily Mortimer, Patricia Clarkson, Michelle Williams, Mark Ruffalo, Ben Kingsley. What a fantastic cast that is indeed, folks. So, yeah, really good film. And that is Shutter Island. And like Shutter Island, and the next film, should I say, only seen this the once, but remember absolutely loving it. But again, remember it being a real hard-hitting film. Pretty dark and pretty brutal, but I do remember this being a really good and, like, powerful drama at the same time. And with Edward Norton, and you've got Edward Furlong. And yeah, this is directed by Tony Kaye. And yeah, remember this being absolutely brilliant. I think Tim had this in his top 10 favourite films of the 90s, and I can absolutely see why, because this is a phenomenal film from what I remember. And that is American History X. Really good film. I've only watched it the once. DVD about over 10 years ago, but I haven't gone back to this film since. But I know it's a film I'm going to love again. And I don't know if enjoy is the right word, to be fair, because it is, a very dark film. I remember the acting just being fantastic in this film. So, yeah, Edward Norton probably gives one of his best performances in this. So that is the brilliant American History X that I got for £10 off HMV's website. Then, guys, again, like American History X, another film I've only seen the once, and it was about over 10 years ago. Not gone back to it since, but do remember thinking it was flipping fantastic. But yeah, just been meaning to go back to this film for so long. And I sold this Blu-ray for about £7-8 with this nice slipcover as well. And that is the film Memento. Surprised I didn't star in it because it has me in the title. There we go. But Memento, really good, sort of, again, dark, mind-bending, mesmerising, sort of suspenseful sort of thriller, this one, and just a really good dark drama, an early film from Christopher Nolan. I think this might be his second or third directed film. Guy Pearce, Joe Pantoliano again in this, and Carrie-Anne Moss. Yeah, do remember this being flipping fantastic, but haven't been back to it for so long, and got it for a good deal for this out of print Blu-ray as well. So that is Memento. A film that I've seen about 2 or 3 times, but again, not been back to it for ages now. Probably maybe it's about 7 or 8 years ago when I last watched this, so I am overdue a rewatch of this one as well. But great to get, I think, this Blu-ray for about, I think it might have been about £6, brand new and sealed, so was really delighted with that. Born on the 4th of July, I was born on the 5th of January, but this is the film Born on the 4th of July. Yeah, fantastic war film, Tom Cruise, and who wants to make a stand, who really, it has, you know, very traumatic memories of Vietnam and when he was in the war, and he feels like he wants to stand and protest for what he believes in, and that, and yeah, his character is, he really wants to make a sheer difference. Really, really good film, guys. Tom Cruise is just a great actor, isn't he? And he steals the show in this, and wonderfully directed by Oliver Stone. If he was an ELO, it would be Oliver Turn to Stone. You've also got Jerry Levine in there, Willem Dafoe's in this, Caroline Carver, Raymond J. Barry. Yeah, really good casting, really good relationship to this one as well. So that's Born on the 4th of July. I know this one's had a 4K release, but I was just happy with the Blu-ray. Got it for brand new and sealed for about £7-8 off eBay. So that was a really good deal. And I've not actually seen this since the cinema, but do remember it being marvellous, but well overdue a rewatch of this one from Guillermo del Toro, and that is The Shape of Water, The Shape of H2O. But yeah, beautiful movie, this one. You know, great sort of character study, this film. Great chemistry between Sally Hawkins and this creature in there. And yeah, absolutely fantastic film, set during the Cold War as well. Octavia Spencer's in this film, and who else we've got? Michael Shannon, Richard Jenkins, Doug Jones, and the music by Alexandre Desplat, who did a lot of the scores for Wes Anderson films. Yeah, really good, and good to get this brand new sealed copy of The Shape of Water. A fantastic film. A film that I've seen about 2 or 3 times, and yeah, haven't been back to this film for a while either, probably a few years, but a film, admittedly, the first time I watched it, I was a little bit numb after watching it, a little bit underwhelmed, sorry. But a film that I really grew a real appreciation for this film on subsequent viewings. And yeah, I've seen this about 2 or 3 times now. And that is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Really good. Again, powerful, impactful drama with some comedic elements to this one as well. But do remember this. Yeah, this is fantastic. I've seen this about 2 or 3 times. Frances McDormand, I think she won her 2nd Best Leading Actress Oscar in this, as well as Fargo and Nomadland. And yeah, great side performances with Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, and you've also got John Hawkes in there, Peter Dinklage, Abby Cornish, and Martin McDonough, who is a fantastic director. And yeah, based off a true story, really good film, and just so glad to finally get it on Blu-ray. Got it for about, I think, just around the £7 mark off eBay, brand new and sealed. So yeah, there's that one. 3 Billboards. And this film, I didn't get it on paperback or hardback with like obviously tons of pages, because I got this Blu-ray case about Green Book. See what I did there. But Green Book, again, I've actually liked The Shape of Water, not seen this since the cinema, but remember this being fantastic, that won Best Picture. Whilst we're on the subject, folks, absolutely delighted to see one battle after another win Best Picture. The Oscars, my favourite movie of last year, so great to see back-to-back years, Anora, and now one battle after another. Both of my favourite films of last year and the year before win Best Picture, the Oscars, and this is a great Best Picture winner. Really good, impactful, powerful sort of friendship drama between Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. Yeah, wonderful movie, great road trip movie as well. And very good chemistry between the two there. So that is Green Book. Then a film I've seen once, I think it was about 5-6 years ago, and I remember this film being utterly marvellous, brilliant, and one of David Fincher's best. Absolutely, I would go with that as well, and that is Zodiac. This is fantastic, a real dark, disturbing, mesmerising film at the same time. The acting is brilliant. This film that has these time jumps in there as well, and it's surrounding the case of the Zodiac Killer. And there is a couple of brutal scenes. I remember one I think there's this lake and this red car, and at the start of the film, really, really good film with Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, and Brian Cox, Dermot Mulroney, and yeah, good to get the director's cut. I think I got this for about £8 or £9, I think it was. So that is the brilliant Zodiac. And you know what, guys? Whilst we're on the subject of David Fincher, I also got the Blu-ray of, I think I got this for about £4, so surprising it wasn't £7. I remember going to see this at Cineworld Newcastle last year for the film's 30th anniversary, and I've got to say, guys, it's probably one of the best cinematic experience I've ever had, was watching this with my good friend Si last year at Cineworld Newcastle on the biggest screen possible, and that is Seven. Amazing film, one of the best films ever. Yeah, I could go with that as well. I absolutely love this film. Seen it a few times, rewatched it last year, and it's just brilliant. Like the definition of how you do a dark, surreal thriller that surrounds the 7 deadly sins, but also a serial killer case as well in this film, and great kind of chemistry between both of these, our two main leads, with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, these two detectives. And yeah, it is just an amazing, brilliant, breathtakingly good film, this one, and one to kind of really watch on like a rainy day, you know, like a rainy evening or something at night time. So that is the wonderful Seven, which I got for, again, I know this has had a Blu-ray release, but more than happy to own the Blu-ray. So that this has had a 4K release, sorry, but which is great to see, but I was happy to pick this one on Blu-ray. That's 7. Got the Mad Max anthology set on Blu-ray for, I think it came to about £13 in total for the Blu-ray set, which I was absolutely delighted with. And I haven't gone back to the sequels for so long, guys, so really looking forward to going back to the sequels as well. So that's the Mad Max anthology set. And we've got some art cards in here as well. And yeah, all the Blu-ray discs are the same as well. I've seen the original Mad Max the once years ago, but I've not been back to the sequels for a while. So, and Fury Road I've not seen since the cinema. So yeah, looking forward to tucking into that at some point. That is Mad Max. And yeah, another film that I absolutely love. And yeah, I haven't seen this for probably a few years now. It could be over 10 years ago now. Seen it about, I think, 2 or 3 times, but again, really wanted to get this in my Blu-ray collection. I think the 4K is not as easy to get now. I don't think it is in the wild, but yeah, I was just more than happy with the Blu-ray for this one. Philadelphia, again, fantastic, powerful drama, this one. Courtroom drama as well, with Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. And yeah, this is really good. Directed by Jonathan Demme, who directed Silence of the Lambs. And yeah, again, I think Tom Hanks got his first Oscar win in this film, and then Forrest Gump the year afterwards. You got an appearance from Antonio Banderas and Jason Robarbs. Yeah, really good, fantastic, powerful film, this one. And that is Philadelphia. Great acting in that one. And yeah, I can't believe it's taken me this long to get this on Blu-ray, but got it again. I know this had a 4K, but I was more than happy with just the Blu-ray personally. So I was really glad to get it for £5 with this nice slip as well off eBay. And that is Drive with Ryan Gosling. Fantastic film. Absolutely love this. Hoping to go and see Project Hail Mary next week at some point. I think me and my dad were hoping to go and see that one in Newcastle next Wednesday. I think it is Wednesday next week. But yeah, one of Ryan Gosling's best films as well. Really good film that kind of would have taken a bit of inspiration from Taxi Driver. Soundtrack is GOAT. It is elite in here. You've got a great appearance from Bryan Cranston, and the great chemistry between Ryan Gosling and Carey Mulligan. Ron Perlman, Albert Brooks is in this film as well. Oscar Isaac. Is it Bryan Cranston in this film, or is it Albert Brooks I was thinking of? But yeah, not been back to this film for a while as well. So that is the film Drive. And yeah, a film that I am shocked that it's taken me this long to get on Blu-ray. It did get a 4K release, but the Blu-ray I got for about £3-4, and I've already got the likes of Casino, Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, The Godfather on Blu-ray anyway, so I was more than happy to get this on Blu-ray as well as that. And that is Scarface. Absolutely fantastic, with Al Pacino and Antonio Montana. Great film about this criminal underworld, about a guy who goes from having not much at all to ruling this empire. And yeah, it's a brilliant kind of sort of like really well acted film, but just a very impactful, very crucial to the cause sort of movie as well. Some of the violence in here is very dark and surreal, really good movie, and that ending is very striking as well. So that is the wonderful Scarface, directed amazingly by Brian De Palma. Brilliant movie, that. And a film that I've only seen the once, back in 2015 or something, but remember this being fantastic as well. And one of Martin Scorsese's best. Yeah, I think I would go with that as well. Ensemble cast with Leo and Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg, and the list goes on. Great crime movie, you know, a great kind of film about a rookie and someone that goes undercover, and taken big inspiration from Internal or Infernal Affairs. Yeah, The Departed, fantastic crime film that I'm well overdue a rewatch of at some point in the future. That is The Departed. Then, yeah, same as that, I haven't been back to this film for about over 10, 11 years, probably about 2015 possibly. I watched this for the first time. I think I remember watching this in my bedroom, and I watched it on DVD. I think it was like December 2015, something like that. Gran Torino, fantastic film, starring and directed by Clint Eastwood. This retired auto worker that wants to protect this family that have just moved into the neighborhood, and he goes all out to kind of make sure nothing happens to his vehicle as well. Superb film. Great to see Clint in the director's chair, but starring in such a badass leading role here. So that is Gran Torino. I've noticed, guys, this has been a bit of a recurring theme. I think 2015 was probably the year when I was watching a lot of these like well-acclaimed films for the first time as well, and this was one of them as well as that, because, you know, 2015 was probably the year when I first watched Born on the 4th of July, or The Deer Hunter, or Heat, or yeah, even Goodfellas, and I think this is one of them as well. Viva Vendetta, got this for just under £2 off eBay, something insane like that, but fantastic film, guys, based off the comic book. Really good. The 5th of November, you know, like this, about this guy who's wanting to make a name for himself and kind of wanting to kind of seek, he wants to seek in a new revolution, and yeah, he forms a friendship with Natalie Portman's character. John Hurt is great in this film as well. Hugo Weaving as V, and yeah, fantastic film, that Viva Vendetta. Haven't been back to that one for so long as well. Probably about £6 with postage. Starship Troopers. Absolutely love this film, guys. Yeah, really good sci-fi action film from Paul Verhoeven. Really good set of characters. Just a lot of good fun where these troops are taking on these giant bugs. This is just so much fun. Had a great fun time with this at Star and Shadow Cinema a year and a half ago. That is the brilliant Starship Troopers. Couple more like British comedy films that I needed and part of my Blu-ray collection. And I'm so surprised it's taken me this long to finally get these part of my Blu-ray collection. Had them on DVDs for absolute years, but films of this glory needed to be in my Blu-ray collection. I haven't been back to them for a few years now, but yeah, I think I'm going to make a nice bank holiday binge out of the Cornetto trilogy. Now I've got Shaun of the Dead, which is one of the best British comedies ever. Oh yeah, definitely. Really good zombie comedy, you know, I think kind of the definition of how you do a zombie meets comedy film. Really, really good. And yeah, just a fantastic set of casts and just a great fun film led by Simon Pegg and Nick Frost as Ed. And yeah, you've got a really great family dynamic in there as well. With like, you've got Bill Nighy and Penelope Wilter, Dylan Moran, Lucy Davis, Don from The Office. A really fun film, this one. That is Shaun of the Dead. Haven't been back to that for probably about 8 or 9 years, so I'm well overdue a rewatch of that one. And how could I forget now? This is my favourite of the Cornetto trilogy, Hot Fuzz. Seen this multiple times. I remember playing that DVD of this constantly, you know, like I watched it loads of times back in the early 2010s. Fell in love with this film. One of my favourite comedy films ever. I would go with that as well. Absolutely love and adore this. It's just so quotable. This police force that is taken on this case about this anonymous killer around this village. I think there's a detective or Sergeant Angel that transferred from London to Norfolk. I think it is Norfolk, Somerset, to take on this new case. Really good film. Love the chemistry between Danny and Nicholas in this film, and just a brilliant fun to be had with this one. Great to see Timothy Dalton in there, and a load of other great actors as well, like yeah, Jim Broadbent and Bill Nighy makes a cameo in this, and Steve Coogan. Yeah, really fantastic fun. And it always leaves me with that ongoing question, what film should I pick for tonight? Or a future night in Bad Boys 2 or Point Break? Didn't feel like I needed to get these on 4K, to be honest. I was happy with them to have them on second division tier, but need to get Dead Reckoning 1 and 2 on Blu-ray at some point, but happy to get this first 6-film Blu-ray box set from number 1 to Fallout. And I think I paid £17 to £18 in total, which I thought was a bargain for this. And yeah, like, sort of like you could even say £3 per film on Blu-ray. Can't beat that for the Mission Impossible first 6-film collection on Blu-ray. Absolutely delighted to this. I just need to get Dead Reckoning 1 and 2 now, and I've got the whole shebang of Mission Impossible on Blu-ray. And I think, yeah, oh, excuse me, different artwork for each disc. I'm really looking forward to delving into this film season 2, because if an actual case has come out, never mind. But there's that one, the first film. We've got number 2 and number 3 and Ghost Protocol. And very exciting artwork with Rogue Nation and Fallout. That's my only gripe with that, but it's just the movies that matter. And just happy to have them in this nice chunky box set. And I haven't been back to pretty much all the Mission Impossible films. I think I've only seen the once, so yeah, looking forward to making a fun marathon out of these one time, in like possibly sometime this year. So that is the Mission Impossible first 6 film collection set on Blu-ray there. Great fun there with Ethan Hunt, played by Tom Cruise. So yeah, guys, do let me know your thoughts on any of those films, any of those titles I've shown here today on the channel. And yeah, really enjoyed doing this Blu-ray haul video. It's been a fantastic day going to Cullercoats and Whitley Bay and coming back home to doing this video. And off to work tomorrow, but I'm hoping to go and see 2001: A Space Odyssey for the 4th time at Tyneside Cinema. And I absolutely love that film. And I've got episode 22 of the Unwatched Shell series hopefully coming, yeah, Wednesday this week. And I want to do my Glasgow haul video at some point and my screen ranking. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead, guys. And I'll be back for more content soon there. So thanks for watching. Cheers for stopping by. And until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye-bye. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, lights low, screen glow. Sammy G in the zone, let him know. Sammy G strolling in the shot like what's new. Steel cases shining, yeah, you know what to do. Another flick in his hand, yeah, it's coming back home. Shelf getting heavy, but the passion's full grown from classics to the wild new scenes. Director's cut life, yeah, he living them dreams. No dust on the vision, just loving the frame. Every movie got a memory, every memory got a name. He don't chase clout, he chased that art. Cinema running deep, straight part of the heart. Press play, let the world fade out. Singing every word like nobody's watching now.